Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whenever the hell you're listening to this bad boy. Thank you so much for doing it. It is I, Josh Potter, here on the Josh Potter Show once again. And boy, oh boy, do we have a special episode for you today. 2023, the second episode of the brand new year. And I thought we'd bring in the winner of the Roachy Award for Guest of the Year in 2022. It's Chase O'Donnell, folks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Overwhelming, resounding amount of votes. Here she is.
Thank you. Can I just say thank you again for the Guest of the Year?
Say as many thank yous as you'd like.
I want you to know actually how much it means to me. I was doing like a review of my year. Like I do a lot of journaling exercises.
Right, to close out 2022.
Yeah, and one of them was like, what was one of like your big accomplishments? And I put that I won Guest of the Year. That's how excited I was.
And because it is so resounding that you won, and last year there was such controversy that you won, I figured,
I didn't win last year.
No, I mean that you didn't win, excuse me.
Rub it in.
I'm sorry, yes.
It's okay.
But because of all the controversy surrounding it, I thought going forward, since you are everybody's favorite, we would just name the Roachy for Guest of the Year the Chase O'Donnell Award.
Wow.
So that is official.
Really?
It is indeed.
Oh my gosh.
And folks, Chase is going to be with me this Friday night. My big B-Day show over at the Nightcap in Burbank, California. Tickets are on sale. There might be a couple left, so go get them if you can. Again, that's at the Nightcap. Friday night, the 13th. Myself, Chase O'Donnell, Annie Letterman, Sarah Weinshank, Hormoz Rashidi, Lulu Jojovic, maybe some special guests. It's going to be a fun time.
What a lineup.
For my birthday. There will be beers shotgunned. There will be weed. All kinds of stuff. Right?
Yeah, that's going to be so fun.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
And Kirsten's going to be there. She's back again. We've missed Kirsten for the last couple episodes.
Yay.
Welcome back, Kirsten. Oh, so many things. It's a brand new year. By the way, if you want to go get those tickets, at Josh_Potter on Instagram, at J_Potter on Twitter, and also joshpottershow@gmail.com. Please send in your Roach reporting. Send in your music the way Griff Parker, Roachy Award winner, sent this bad boy in. And what do you have to plug there, Miss Chase, before we get into things?
It's very exciting. My stand-up special that I filmed over the summer is coming out February 9th.
Whoa!
On YouTube, so it'll be free for everyone to watch.
That's incredible.
It's called People Pleaser, and yeah, it's coming out next month. Literally in 1 month. I hope
January 9th.
Watch it. Yeah.
So, a month from today that we are recording, and tomorrow this episode comes out, so get ready, folks.
Put
get ready
it in
for
your
YouTube.
calendar.
Is it going to be on your channel?
No, it's with the production company that filmed it.
Do you know what the channel is called? So
4x3 Productions.
4x3 Productions.
Mm-hmm,
is that an X with the by?
Is it? I don't know.
They should have thought of that.
But I think, obviously, I'll be putting everything on my Instagram, which is Chase_O'Donnell. So follow me there and you'll be up to date.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Now, since we've last spoke, a new year is here. A new you, perhaps. I don't know. Tell us about you were doing your year-end journaling.
Yeah. I mean, I do year-end journaling every year
Do you make resolutions like everybody?
Yeah.
And
like everybody.
Everybody kind of does, right?
Yeah. Oh, I think goal setting, resolutions, journaling, it's like some of my favorite
and
things.
This is high time for
ever.
It being in, the turnover of the new year.
It's the perfect time to do it.
So tell us what are we doing this year? What's on the docket?
Okay, well, so in the past, I've been like, learn piano, learn Spanish. I've been very specific.
Yeah.
And then I get disappointed. So I'm changing my tact. I've never
learned those things.
So this year, my resolution is just to follow through. So if I say I want to do something, stop the chit chat about it, because I can talk about it for days, and just do it.
Interesting. What if you don't follow through with the follow
I
through?
probably won't. So I don't know.
And you said beforehand, before we went on the air, you mentioned that you're doing manifestation exercises.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Really?
I like it. I try to
You
do
do?
that. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I call it manifestation. I just go like, I want that so bad.
No,
And then I
see, you're
close my
doing
eyes.
it wrong.
Okay, why?
Because if this is what they say, if you're in a place of I don't have it and I want it, you're not going to get it. You have to be like, I already have it
No
and I'm
wonder.
so happy.
No wonder I've been fucking up.
Yeah, you can't want it. You have to.
So wait,
It's kind of.
you have to act like you already have it?
You have to be a little delusional. That's why delusional people
Get what they want?
actually are great manifestors, because they're so delusional they just believe stuff.
What do we... I mean, you've been doing this now for what, a couple of days?
Yeah.
And
A couple days.
what do we have that we don't necessarily want, or what? I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, see, I have to get I think I'm supposed to get clear on what I want, but
Oh, okay.
But what I've been working on.
And now these are classes.
No, I'm doing a 21-day manifestation program that my cousin's doing, and she sent it to me, so I get it for free.
Does this involve going somewhere?
No, it's just like every day. It's like online. It's Gabby Bernstein. You get another, like, do you know who that is?
No idea.
Big in the manifesting.
She's
community.
a big manifester.
So
Destiny.
every day you get a new, like, I don't know, this is what you need to do today. Write down what you desire.
Okay.
The next day, get into high vibration. So how do you get into high vibration? You have to be happy. How do you do that? You do things that make you happy. It's so fun.
I mean, yeah, that's not... I would like to do things that make me happy and have an excuse for it, as opposed to just me being an undisciplined sort, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's nice. So, high vibrations.
Yeah.
Write down your desires.
Yoga.
Now, you said all of
meditating.
this is going to, pardon the pun, manifest come April?
So then I think for some people right now, I might be sounding a little woo-woo is the term.
That's what I've heard this term woo-woo before, and it's an LA thing.
But I really eat it up.
So these woo-woo people, what woo-woo means is like these people that are like, oh, you're a Taurus? Get fucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
They
like,
base everything
you're
off
a
of-
Pisces.
What kind of crystal is that?
Well, you're making it seem like they're mean.
They are mean.
I don't know.
They're
They're
so
just a
mean.
little
They're
out
like-
there.
Ew.
They're not mean.
What is your moon sign?
They're just excited to know about your stars.
I don't find it exciting.
But see, I actually don't know that much about it. I wouldn't know. What's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn. My
See,
birthday's on Friday.
that's right,
Come
that's
out
right.
to the show.
I actually don't know anything what that means to be a Capricorn. So I'm not that woo-woo.
Nor do I.
Oh, really?
I don't. I mean, I look it up when girls are like, "What's your sign?" And then I look it up to go like, "It's Capricorn." And then I go like, I Google like Capricorn and Libra. How do they go? You know?
Yeah.
And it always works out.
Oh,
They're
good.
well, I mean, they're always like, "Well, this one doesn't go together too well." And I'm like, "Well, I mean, what do you know?"
Yeah, Capricorn traits. We're looking them up right now.
Oh God, what has this show become, folks? We're a real woo-woo show now.
Oh, Jim Carrey's a Capricorn.
Yeah, Jim Carrey's birthday is the 17th. I knew that just
Oh,
because I
okay.
was obsessed with Jim Carrey when I was a little kid, and I was like, his birthday. And I remember my friend Nate's birthday was January 17th, and I was so fucking jealous.
Because he had Jim Carrey's. Oh, Jim
Yeah.
Carrey's. You're a big fan of him.
I was, yeah, when I was a kid, big time, big influence. Even though our comedy is nothing like each other.
I think it's pretty similar.
So, what is your sign?
Pisces.
Pisces.
Pisces are very emotional. I know that.
I don't know anything about Capricorn, but let's see Capricorn and Pisces together. What if we're like the best match ever?
Yeah, I think. I think Capricorn and Pisces get along. Yeah.
Do they? I mean, what
Lovely.
signs?
It's a lovely coupling that allows Capricorn to soothe that rough and tumble mindset
Of the Pisces?
I'm sure.
Wait.
And let go, rolling
No.
steadily.
That Capricorn has the rough and
I have
tumble
the rough.
mindset.
Well, that's
Oh,
a-
really? Okay.
That makes more sense.
And let go, rolling steadily through the Piscean sea of intrigue, mystery, and glamour, as Pisces enjoys the depth of Cap's commitment. I don't know what that means.
I have no. You just read things, and I was like, wow,
Same.
wow, wow.
In lamer terms, I found one that says that the Capricorn and Pisces friendship is often considered one of the most beautiful and rewarding friendships possible.
What?
Wow. And I agree with that.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
I never looked up the friendship ones. You know, when I'm looking up with a girl, you know, I go like, I often go like,
romance.
Sex. Straight up the sex. Because you can do that, you know?
Yeah.
There's a girl I'm talking to right now that's a Libra. Let's see what Capricorn and Libra sex is. Look that one up. What's yours again? Pisces.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a boyfriend now, right?
No.
Oh. I don't know why I thought that.
Well, in April.
And is that part of the manifest?
The psychic. I went to a psychic.
He's going to appear?
She said it, and let me just tell you, he's going to be from Indiana. He's moving here. He's 2 years younger than me. He works in TV.
Are you out there?
And
do you know his name?
He's in TV development.
He already is in TV.
And
How's he going to... Wait. How's he going to move from Indiana and already be in TV
Well,
development?
I asked the psychic. She said, stay curious. She said, listen, it might be June. It might be July. It might not be Indiana.
It might never happen.
It might never happen. But stay curious. So if this man comes in April, I'm giving everyone her number.
How does it get so specific but
I
also
don't know.
be so vague?
She was specific.
She's like, he's gonna be from Indiana, but it might not be Indiana.
Well, she said it could be like maybe the person that introduces you is from Indiana. But like, you know, she said, I'm being called to say Indiana.
This is like that fucking shit. What's that guy? Remember that guy that would go in, he'd be like, is there I'm getting a J. Does anyone have a J in their life? And then someone would be like, oh,
yeah.
I do. And then they'd be like, someone died. Do you have someone that died?
That's older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? What the hell was his
John
name?
Edwards?
Yes.
I
John
don't know
Edwards.
him.
Crossing over?
Yeah, he was
I'm
it
sure
was like
I'd
a
be into
daytime
that.
TV show, and he'd be sitting in the middle, and it was just horse shit, because he would be like, orange. And someone would be like, yeah, these fucking rubes that come in from Indiana, probably.
Indiana.
But so,
Yeah, so we don't know.
April, you're going to meet this.
I'm taking it with a grain of salt.
What's his race?
Oh, I didn't ask.
Well, we got to know that.
I didn't ask.
You would think that they would get that. If we know he's from fucking Indiana, we'd know what his race is, right?
What if she's saying Indiana, but she's actually meaning Indian?
India.
I have
Oh.
to stay curious.
That's such a dumb. So let's see. Am I gonna hook up with this Libra?
Oh
or
yeah,
what?
okay. Libra and Capricorn.
Read it to me, somebody.
It's mixed. It's
oh
mixed, Josh.
no, I don't like that.
So-
Well,
says
that might be fun for you.
Libra is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, and has the scales as its symbol. Capricorn is the sea goat, who relates to ambition, drive, and perseverance to succeed. They are ruled by the planet Saturn, the taskmaster of the zodiac.
All right. I mean, does this
I
start to
didn't
say
get
if
it.
we're gonna fuck or
The
not?
compatibility of
I mean,
for Capricorn and Libra
it
doesn't. It says it doesn't scream match made in heaven, but it isn't the one that never works out either.
Oh,
So it could or it couldn't. I mean,
Stay curious.
That's what all this horse shit is. It's like yes, but also maybe no.
I also looked it up in dumbed down terms again. I googled do Capricorn and Libras fuck well, and it says sex is hot, hot, hot.
Oh, cool. Okay, that's fine.
hot, hot, hot.
No, I'm not gonna send her anything. I gotta go in with the notion that the
Send her
stars
this
are aligned.
episode.
You know.
That would be really funny
I'm sure she'll watch it.
if you sent that.
What, the second one? It's
Just
hot,
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 Just
hot,
sent
hot.
it.
That's our horoscope, babe. It's
Wow, I'm
hot,
really
hot,
excited.
hot. April's going to be a hell of a month for you. What else is going to happen other than romance? Have you
Oh.
manifested anything else in your brain?
It's yeah. So besides
You're like,
that,
yeah, it doesn't count or matter.
lots of money coming my way.
Oh, it's
lots
about time.
of
Chase.
money.
It's
Lots
about
of
time.
money.
I think you're going to get that. That part, I feel like,
Okay.
is on its way.
I also think that psychics just tell you what you want to hear. She's like, there's a great man from Indianapolis and so much money.
But how did she know you wanted a man?
She asked.
Oh, well, that's the other thing. She had to ask.
I know. Well,
If you
she
walked
said,
in
"Are
and
you
she goes,
single?"
Well, she should know that.
I think
She's a
they
psychic.
Also look at, like, they pick up cues, like, I'm not wearing a ring. You know what I mean?
If she proclaimed to you when you walked in the door, Chase, you are woefully single, I would have been like, oh, she's a psychic. But if she has to ask you, that defeats the purpose.
I
I'd be
know.
like, you tell me, lady.
I
I would go
know.
in there with such a skeptical mind. It would be ruining it. But, stay curious, like she said.
Stay curious. Yeah, listen, I'm going to let you know in April. Have me back on in April, would you?
We got to have another episode in April, folks.
Okay. And I'll tell you what happened.
I can't wait to meet Jeff from Indiana.
Oh, Jeff.
I don't know. I'm coming up with names for him.
It's a good name.
Is that a bad name?
It's a good name.
What's a name?
I like Jeff's.
You like Jeff's? Okay. What if it's a Jeff with a G?
Not a deal breaker, but I think it's odd.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What if he's named after the Toys R Us draft? Jeffrey.
I think that's odd.
Yeah, that would be odd, I would say.
But listen,
I don't know why
I'm
this memory-
staying curious.
With my high school girlfriend, we named my penis Jeffrey. And I don't know why I just remembered that. That is a legitimate thing.
That's such a random name.
Yeah.
Or you being Josh.
Yeah, and it was with a G. It was Jeffrey with a G.
G.
Yeah, I made sure to have that distinction. Do you guys name penises? Is that something that I
Do girls or do guys?
with your guys?
I think I've given names, but not like
Out
it hasn't
loud?
been my relationship. It's just been like a friend, and it was like Ernacio, I think.
To a friend's
To a
penis?
friend?
Yeah,
Wait, the penis's name was Ernacio?
yeah. The penis was Ernacio.
Okay. Well, what was your relation to the penis?
Yeah.
Just really good friends. I just needed a way to reference it.
You friends on the penis? Ernacio?
Okay.
You've never named a penis?
I think I have,
Oh, really?
but I don't remember.
You don't remember the name?
I don't remember college. So it had to have happened around then.
I don't remember college. Man, you really raged in college. I
Oh,
wish I
yeah.
knew you then.
Isn't that fun? Because I think people are surprised to find out I was
because,
partier.
Yeah, you were a partier, but I can't imagine you were a colossal whore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
You just partied.
And I would get really drunk and then do monologues for the boys. Because I was a theater major.
And they're like, all right, I'm going to go talk to that girl over there. She's a little more sober. I have had that where you go you're drinking with a girl and then you don't realize how drunk they are. And then there's a moment you do realize it and you go, oh, this can't happen anymore. I would imagine your moment would be doing the monologue. The guy's like, all right. Well.
I'd have a group of people around me. And I'd take requests. It was fun. They loved my monologues.
Oh, well, yeah, they were all theater kids too, right?
No. I was in the Greek life sorority fraternity.
Yes,
I was the only theater person.
I see.
Yeah.
And you were like...
I would do accents. I'd be like, here's Irish.
What's your best accent?
Australian.
It's
like I got a B in my dialect class, so I'm not great, but it was like a bit of a question deflection at the end, so everything goes up like that.
Yeah.
Isn't that
yeah?
good? I went to the Barbie.
I mentioned it on this podcast, but I watched Love on the Spectrum.
Okay.
And
would they do monologues?
Well, no, they're Australian, Oh. They kind of do monologues. I'd get to the end though, and it was the United States version. Have you watched this show?
No.
At the end, they have a U.S. season.
What do you mean
I
at
didn't
the
realize,
end they have a
like
US?
they have 5 seasons. The 5th season's United States or something.
Okay.
And I didn't realize it, and then I just thought that's how autistic people talked, but they're Australian.
Oh, you didn't know it was set in Australia.
No, I thought it was autism. You're like, yeah. I'm like, that guy's autistic.
Really? I feel like you should write a joke about this.
I kind of did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Let's get into some sports. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by DraftKings. Oh boy, my friends, the NFL playoffs are locked in, they're loaded, and now you can start betting on wild card action. It's the big wild card weekend coming up here in the NFL, and DraftKings is the place to do it right in there. DraftKings Sportsbook, the official sports betting partner of the NFL. And to kick off the road to the Super Bowl, we've got new customers that can bet just $5 and get $200 in free bets instantly. I mean, good Lord, I have just been... the Jacksonville Jaguars have been just raking in money for me this year, I gotta say, and I might even hit on them coming up here in the wild card round against the old LA Chargers. I think the Chargers are a weak team, and I'm gonna kind of ride with the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's a plus sign for the plus sign Poppy right there, my friend. I'm gonna hit that up faux show. And so you can just place any NFL bet, by the way, of your choice, and if it loses, you're gonna get a free bet backup to $10. Action so good, why bet NFL playoffs anywhere else, my friends? So right now you can download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code JoshPotter, and new customers, they can bet $5 on the NFL and get $200 in free bets instantly. So right now, only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code JoshPotter. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply, and go see those show notes for details. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep.
This is coming off.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh, and the sports world was a somber one this past week because my own very Buffalo Bills had a member of their team, something crazy occurred. Are you aware of this incident?
Oh, is this the one that had a heart attack?
Damar Hamlin, yes.
I'm aware.
Yeah, I mean, it really swept the country, and it's so crazy because last week I filmed the episode that came out last week right before the game. Went home after I taped it. We had who the hell was here last week? Kim Congdon. Folks, I was in an Uber before I came here, and the heat was so hot. It had to have been what the Jews felt in Auschwitz because it was so bad. I am affected still. I'm like sick from it. Anyhow, so my brain is all over the place. Okay. But so last week we taped the episode. And then we're fine, Rob. And then I went to
okay to say. Okay.
I went home to watch the game, and it was a big game because not only is it implications for the number 1 seed in the AFC, but also fantasy football championships are going on. So it's a big Monday Night Football game, huge game. And 10 minutes into it, the incident happened where Damar Hamlin hit T. Higgins, and evidently T. Higgins hit him at that spot right on your heart, impactfully, at that perfect millisecond, right between beats or something like that, where the trauma can cause a cardiac event.
Whoa.
And so, Damar Hamlin, it seemed routine. He stood up afterwards. He even adjusted his helmet, and then he just collapsed. And it was, you see things like that in a football game, and you think, oh, a head injury or something. You know what I mean?
You don't think heart.
No, and you think, of course, like, okay, maybe he's knocked out. They're going to do some smelling salts. They'll get him off the field. But as time went on, he was on the field for a long time, and you couldn't really see what was going on. And the people...
Were you watching this live?
Oh, yeah. And
what were you thinking?
Like I said, you think it's a head injury or something. But again, things are taking a little longer than they normally do. And again, you can't see what's going on around him because the players are kind of huddling around him to hide what's going on. What we end up finding out later is they're doing CPR
for 10 minutes.
Not only CPR, but they're doing the clear. And so they... And so the only indication of what's going on is the players' faces that are being shown on the broadcast, which are inconsolable. Trey White was sobbing. You see just like kind of horror on the players' faces. And the only thing that it kind of reminded me of was years and years ago. I can't remember what year it was, but a player on the Bills, Kevin Everett.
97.
No, it wasn't 97. It's funny that you just threw one out there.
Go on.
This is in the 2000s. But Kevin Everett, he was on the kickoff return thing, and they eventually changed the rules for this, but he collided with a person, and he was paralyzed instantly on the field. But they did something where they injected him with like this cold, whatever the hell. He eventually walked again.
Whoa.
But in that moment, he like broke his neck or back or something. And that was what it reminded me of in this case. But in this case, it was weird because, you know, Kevin Everett, when he went down, he was down because he was paralyzed. So that wasn't the case with Damar Hamlin because he stood up. You knew that you could rule that out right away, you know? So this was very peculiar. And the broadcast was interesting to me. Obviously, I'm a big student of broadcasting. These are the moments where people either shine or they falter. And they don't know what to do, and they don't know how to fill the air. And you could see panic on people's faces because they didn't know, like, and they were emotional. And there's really not much you can do other than, like, let the moment breathe. I don't even know why they tried to, like, force these people to talk half the time. It's just like, put up a slate that says the game has been postponed. I mean, it doesn't have to be.
You mean the, like, commentators?
Yes, exactly.
They were just having to talk and
and they didn't
figure out what
Joe
was going
Buck
on.
and Troy Aikman, I don't really need them to be giving me the gravity of the moment. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thankfully, later on, Ryan Clark came on the air, and he was fantastic. He actually very much impressed me. So did Scott Van Pelt, but he's a pro, and I already knew that. But yeah, it was just a cloud loomed over the football world for a whole week. We didn't know if there were even going to be games played this past week, you know? Thankfully, Damar Hamlin ended up coming out of it. And it's actually miraculous to me. I thought he was going to be like a vegetable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because who knows how long he was without
Well,
oxygen.
I heard the first thing he asked when he woke up in the hospital was, did we win?
Yeah, he wrote on a paper. And so, like, even that, like, the fact that he remembered there was a game and, like, he had the wherewithal to, like, know that was impressive to me. I'm like, well, maybe he'll have a struggle.
I don't care about that. Not a fig.
Oh.
It's all right. Jesus,
Whoa.
John Otto. I mean,
Sounds like
Christ
a
almighty.
woo-woo astrologist. So mad.
Golly. But, no, that was impressive. And the doctors even came. They said, you know, not only are the lights on, but Damar is home, is the way they put it. So, like, that means he has, like, cognitive thought. And by Sunday, he was talking. He was FaceTiming with the players.
Oh.
He even stood up at one point. I mean, like, and now he's out of the hospital. He's back in Buffalo in a hospital there. So, unbelievable recovery.
Wow.
The fact that he died on the field for the most part, and they brought him
For
back
like
to life.
10 minutes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And is the person that brought him back to life like a hero right now?
Oh, big time. There's people that are lobbying to put, and I think his name is Kellerman, Dr. Kellerman. Can you look that up for me? But they're lobbying to put him in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Wow.
But you know what I found? This is strange. I'm glad you brought that up. The man was the assistant something or other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he should have been the guy.
Like, where was the lead guy?
The lead guy
Was
couldn't
he just
do
like
it.
taking off? You can't just take off for a game.
I think the assistant was like, I'm trained in this.
What if the assistant blew it and the lead guy was like, you know, on vacation or something?
Oh.
Then does
Well,
he get in trouble?
I think the assistant is now going to be the main guy.
Yeah, you would think. If anything, if I'm the main guy, I'm like, well, you can have my job, brother.
Yeah.
You just saved a guy's ass.
So my question is, I heard that you couldn't see any of this online because they wanted to take it down. Is there video of it?
Oh, there's tons of video of him, the collapse, you mean?
I must not have searched that hard.
I mean, I saw it then. I haven't really like looked since, but the night of, I mean, there were like YouTube shorts. I mean, it was all over the place. I don't want to show it. Oh, but so
it's Denny Kellington.
Kellington. Okay, thank you, Dr. Kellington. Thank you.
You were
God
right.
bless you. You're the man. I mean, hell of
Hero.
a job. Hell of a job. Well, so football did happen this week.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, they did crazy. It was almost like, I'm so happy he's alive to see this because also, you know, his charity, he had the Chasing M's Foundation, and his goal was to raise $2,500, which is like,
Nothing.
yeah, I would have given it to you. Damar, come on, buddy. Raise those standards a little
Yeah.
bit. But you know what happened? Because of all this, he ended up raising over $8 million. It's like $8 million and counting.
Really?
So that's
What's
amazing.
the Chasing M Foundation?
It was to provide toys for a toy drive, and I'm not sure what else he does with it, but he's a big community guy. I mean, Damar Hamlin is a good man. And so Not only that, they had on Sunday very many tributes. You know, they highlighted the number 3 on the field. They had a moment of not silence, but like cheering for Damar Hamlin, you know. So it was a great outpouring. And, you know, being a giant Bills fan, it was moving, you know. And then the Bills obviously had an emotional game, and they had a kickoff return for a touchdown in the opening moments, and everyone's crying, and it was amazing. But the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, they were playing in their game. They're trying to make it to the playoffs this week. And, you know, they're being, you know.
Are they making fun of it?
No, but they had a sack here. Can we pause it and play it for real? Here, let's put it up. So there was a sack, and so as a celebration in the sack, you know, they do this from time to time. I just don't know that I would have chosen this week to do it necessarily on the heels of all the celebration of Damar Hamlin. Let's see what they chose to celebrate.
Okay.
Give him the CPR. I mean, that was a little... People are like, wow, that's a scum. People are really up in arms about it.
I mean, I think that's too soon.
All right, you can stop it now.
I don't know what a sack is.
A sack is when the defense tackles the quarterback.
Oh.
It's a good play
it's a
for
good
the
thing.
defense. So he did the sack, and then he like was laying there, and he was...
I think that's insensitive.
You do, yeah.
I
mean,
know.
it's obviously insensitive. I just don't know that we should get like... People are like, fucking scumbags. You know what happened before that?
It looks like they're making fun of it.
I mean, I think they just did this because they do it from time to time, and they didn't go like, oh...
They do the CPR for...
Yeah, that's like a common celebration.
Oh, okay, that's a normal thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they're known for it or whatever, but it's
Okay.
like a common...
Sometimes they do that.
Yes, I've seen it before. Is all
Okay,
I'm saying.
now I'm a little less peeved.
One that happened before that, though, the week of Damar Hamlin, you know, it didn't happen. You know, obviously, Damar Hamlin's incident happened after this occurred, but there was an incident where, what's his fucking name? Kayvon Thibodeau from the New York Giants, he tackled Nick Foles in a sack, and Nick Foles was injured from the sack. He broke his ribs. He was laying on the ground like, he was sounding like the Grapes lady. Remember the Grapes lady from the like?
I love the Grapes lady.
So he was down there like, and Kayvon Thibodeau was laying next to him after having sacked him and was just doing snow angels next to him. And everyone's like, that's fucked up. He's hurt next to him or whatever.
Snow
and
angels.
Kayvon Thibodeau's like, I don't give a shit.
Wow.
It was hilarious.
You want to know something cool?
Yeah.
I just put this together that you're a Buffalo Bills fan.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's uncle, Joe O'Donnell.
He played for the Bills.
Yeah.
No, your dad told me about that one time.
Oh.
It was fun. Yeah.
You already know.
That's cool. He's a tight end, right? I believe.
Yeah. I don't know, actually, but
So he's your uncle.
my dad's uncle.
Oh.
My
he's-
grandpa's brother.
That's your uncle, too.
Yeah.
And you don't, I mean, if my uncle played for the Buffalo Bills, I would be talking about it all the time. I'd call him on the phone. I'd know his stat
the
lines.
name?
I mean, I don't.
It's from like the 70s.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't. I mean,
Long
he played
time
with.
ago.
I think your dad said he played with Jack Kemp, which is very cool.
Oh, that's
Jack Kemp,
good.
you know, Jack Kemp,
No.
former quarterback of the Bills that eventually was the vice presidential candidate with Bob Dole.
Really?
And my mom, when she, in the 70s or 80s or whenever, he was like running for low-level government, my mom used to go door to door and like campaign for him.
Wow.
Jack Kemp, baby. Too bad he's a Republican scumbag. No, I'm just kidding.
Bummer.
Bummer. Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by Mint Mobile. Why are you still paying wild prices for your monthly phone bill, friend? It's something that we all have to use. We all have our phone. We all need it for various things at this point in our lives. It's become a utility. Right now, I would suggest switching over to Mint Mobile because right now, if you switch to Mint Mobile, you're going to get their unlimited plan for 50% off. Mint Mobile, they let you order from home and you can save with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. It's the perfect time to switch, but hurry because this deal is going to be ending January 15th coming up here this week. So you want to get on it right away here, my friend. It's the perfect time to switch. Buy any 3-month plan and get 3 more months for free, even their unlimited plan. So again, that's a 3-month plan that you buy. You're going to get 3 months for free. All plans come with unlimited talk and text, plus high-speed data delivered on the largest 5G network in the nation. So do you love your current phone? No problem. Doesn't matter. You're going to get to keep it. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily in minutes with eSIM. So right now you can buy any 3-month Mint Mobile plan and get 3 more months for free just by going over to mintmobile.com/Potter. Again, that's mintmobile.com/Potter. You can cut your wireless bill to just $15 a month over at mintmobile.com/Potter. Hurry. The offer ends January 15th. But also what's going on out there in the old football world, J.J. Watt retired. You know who J.J. Watt is? Pull up J.J. Watt. Let me see if I don't think you'll even be attracted to this man.
Oh, it's I know to see if I'm attracted.
I know your type. This man is not. You don't find this man attractive.
Well, only because he's a little too bulky.
Yeah, muscular.
I don't like him being muscular.
He's like huge. He looks like a cartoon. J.J. Watt.
Yeah, I mean, if he was like a little skinnier, I think I'd like him.
He's married to or dating. I think he's married to a professional soccer player. Woman soccer player.
Wow.
So their sex is like fucking mechanical. I mean, it is like dush, dush, dush.
Maybe they're a Capricorn and Libra.
I don't find that kind of shit hot though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like you don't want to be in the bed like you're playing football.
Exactly. I don't want to like he's hitting the sleds. You know what I'm saying?
No. Is that a football term?
Yeah, in the practice field when they're like, skadoosh to the pads.
Skadoosh.
Yeah.
No.
Well, they do that. And then I don't want sex to be like we're at the gym, and we're getting our reps in.
Oh, this sled. I've seen this.
Yes.
I thought it was like you're pushing.
Well, yeah, you push it down the field, See how that guy goes
yeah.
goes, skadoosh.
I didn't know they did skadoosh.
So J.J. Watt, though, he retired from the NFL. This was his final game. He's
Why?
Gonna be, he's getting old and he's had, some injuries and stuff. But he is,
I thought you were going to say he's going to be a dad.
And he is a dad.
Well, I know, but I don't think football players retire because they're dads.
No, they definitely don't. In fact, Tom Brady went back into it.
I heard.
Dad, I think. But it was a big moment. He's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer most likely, and it's a big deal. So when he retired, he's walking off the field, and there's a line of special needs kids getting ready to meet him and stuff. But scumbag reporter Darren Rovell, he needed to be the first person to greet J.J. Watt upon his exiting of the field. Let's see it here. He says, this is Darren Rovell's actual post. I worked to get into position for 18 minutes, and he's got
crying,
laughy faces.
Well, yeah.
Watch him cut in front of a bunch of special needs kids. Here's Darren Rovell following him. JJ, wait. Before you talk to these special needs kids. Yeah, okay. Okay there, Darren. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to go talk to these children now.
Yeah, that felt very conceited.
Rovell's such a scumbag. He's just like a dork. I hate Rovell.
You know him?
Oh, I don't know him, but I hate his guts. Everything he does is so like... And then he gets like sanctimonious on shit.
Why is he in a suit? Oh, he's a reporter.
Because he's a reporter. He's down there. He's like, I'm here to report on J.J. Watt's final game. And really, he just wants to get his dick sucked by J.J. Watt at the end of the day. That's
it didn't work.
That?
Yeah.
It didn't work.
It didn't work. I think I think, again, that's rude. I think the CPR and everything you're showing me is insensitivity.
And as New Year, New Chase.
Yeah.
In your woo-woo phase, this is not good vibrations.
This is low vibration.
Low vibrations. That's what you say.
We want to be in high vibration.
High vibrations. Well, maybe this will help. This is something that is I want to offer up to folks. DirecTV has their own version of RedZone. And RedZone is a show that is my favorite thing on television. There's 2 of them. There's one on DirecTV, and there's one on like regular TV
with
Scott Hansen,
not Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett.
No, that is the Red Table.
The Red Table.
This is a football show.
Okay.
And so,
okay,
like I said, so they have like the regular version that's on cable and on other packages, and that's with Scott Hansen. That is the superior one, if you ask me.
Okay.
the best one. So Andrew Siciliano does this other one, kind of a shitty version, if you ask me again. But much respect to Andrew Siciliano. I like him as a broadcaster, and he does his best. But this version of RedZone is gone now, the DirecTV version.
Okay.
So the people that came up watching Andrew Siciliano no longer have him on Football Sunday. Is this a video?
Yeah.
Play it for me. He says his goodbyes.
Oh.
Needed. And the Dolphins, as the 7th seed, are in. They'll go to Buffalo. And that's going to do it. Thank you for watching the RedZone channel today. Season 18, Week 18, Episode 308. For all of us, and I truly do mean all of us here in Los Angeles at DirecTV and NFL Sunday Ticket, we thank you for watching Episode 308. We thank you for watching another week of the one, the only, the original RedZone channel. My name is Andrew Siciliano. I'll see you some other day.
All right, get rid of it there. Now, I take umbrage with the fact that he said the original Red. I don't know for a fact that the DirecTV version is the original or
Look
not.
at my face. I'm a little confused.
Right.
Okay.
Because Scott Hansen, I thought, was the original.
Okay.
And I did notice people on Twitter, though, being very upset that this version is gone. And I understand if this was the one that you watched week in and week out. It is, like, for me, if they ever took away Scott Hansen's RedZone, I would be distraught. I would be inconsolable.
Really?
What RedZone is, by the way, if you don't know, you turn it on at the start of the football games, and it is no commercials. It plays every touchdown, every, like, play. You see, it just jumps back and forth, all the, like, exciting plays of each football game.
Okay.
So it's just constant action.
I think
Boom, boom,
that's
boom,
been
boom.
on before, like at Christmas Eve.
Has it? It was on, I mean, it would
They
have been on this
play
past
all
Christmas Eve.
the.
Mm-hmm. And I watch it every week from 10 a.m. until 5 p.m.
Really?
7 hours of commercial-free football. That's the way that
Really?
it's, yes. So, I mean, I love it. I cried yesterday. It was the last week of the season. I was like, oh, what am I going to do?
Really?
I love it.
I'm so sorry.
I have to, if I meet a Libra,
yeah.
I got to, like, she's got to watch RedZone with me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we got to find the woo-woo sign that will watch RedZone. Do we have one of those? Can we
Pull
figure
it up.
out?
Well, you have to ask this Libra if she watches RedZone.
No, she doesn't, but she might watch
She
it
will.
once just to see. I mean, maybe not will, but she'll give it a try.
She'll give it a try.
But so I just wanted to tell folks out there, if you are a big Andrew Siciliano RedZone guy, come on over and try Scott Hansen, because I guarantee you he's superior. I've tried both. And
I
Scott
don't
Hansen is
get
the man.
why they had the same name.
Well,
and do
because
the same show.
they did it because it's all about television deals. Like DirecTV and the Sunday Ticket needed their own separate one from, like, what are the other providers, like Spectrum or whatever.
Got it.
So they did two. Now DirecTV no longer has an NFL deal, so they got rid of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the video you were showing me, the controversy was that he was like the original.
That was the controversy in my head, but also I just wanted to show him signing off. He was very emotional, and I feel bad that he doesn't have that gig anymore. That's a fun gig.
It's a fun gig.
It's a fun gig indeed. Elsewhere, though,
Okay.
this is an interesting.
This is sports heavy.
Yeah, I mean, we can go to the news if you
No,
want.
no.
She says.
Sports.
I don't know. I thought there was an article regarding this one. I'm trying to find it here.
Uh-oh. I see something.
Well, yes, it's involving a Colts cheerleader who was kicked off the team after her OnlyFans nudes were leaked on Reddit. Now, I don't really need the article necessarily. She's obviously a looker. I would like her name so I could subscribe, perhaps.
Kristen Elise.
She's going to make way more money, by the way, as an OnlyFans model than she will as, you know, those cheerleaders?
They have to have a side job.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not good money.
It is terrible money. Have you tried out for any?
No, I have friends that were like Laker girls though,
Yeah.
and they or like and
The NFL, I think, is even worse than the NBA.
Yeah,
in terms of,
I mean,
like-
it's really not for money. It's
I think they make like $200 a game or something silly like that, and there's only like
That
18 of them.
yeah.
And maybe they don't even go on road games. There's only like
She's
half.
gorgeous.
She is absolutely gorgeous. She's going to, and now that this article came out, it's only going to get her press. People are going to sign up for that OnlyFans. And
Yeah.
But here's where I don't understand. Why can't she just have an OnlyFans and be a cheerleader? Jim Irsay is the owner of the Colts. The man has more drinking and driving incidents than I can possibly even recant. Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The man loves pills. He is a complete drug addict. Like, let her have an OnlyFans.
Especially, or pay them more.
That too.
She probably has an OnlyFans because she gets $200 a game.
And we made that argument when it came to teachers because we had Sarah Jury on back in 2022, and she was fired from her teaching job because she had OnlyFans. It's like, well, then pay the teachers more.
Well, a teacher having an OnlyFans?
Do you think teachers make enough money?
I think they make more than dancers in NFL.
Well, sure, 100%. They should.
No, I don't. I actually think that's inappropriate for the teacher to have an OnlyFans if the young kids see it.
Well, how are they seeing it? It's not like she's showing
They
it to
can
them.
go on to OnlyFans.
Well, sure, but they could do that anyway.
Oof, you're right. You make a good point. So we think it's okay the teacher had an OnlyFans.
I side with her in that it wasn't made publicly aware to the people until someone outed her.
I just read a book called The Royals Next Door. It's a
Ooh, are you the one who told me about this, or somebody else was talking about
I
this
don't
book?
know. It's a romance novel, and she's a teacher, and she has her own romance podcast. She gets fired
Because of the romance podcast.
because they think it's inappropriate to have a romance podcast.
Now, in the romance podcast, does she talk about getting dicked down by the security guard?
Yes,
So that's
you've
why.
read it.
No,
You've
I
read
haven't
the
read
book.
it. I remember you talking about it.
I was probably reading it when we went to Yuma.
No, you did, yes, because you mentioned that you were reading this book, and the
Yeah.
security guard, you were like, when you're reading it, you're like, well, she didn't describe him.
Yeah, how
As a-
I would have.
Yeah, like, I don't find the way she described this man as attractive, so I changed the man.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
So, like, what was it
They
described as?
describe him like that football player, Jez.
J.J. Watt.
Yeah,
Jez? Jizz Watt?
Jeff with a G. Yeah, like they described him like J.J. Watt. I
Okay,
had
so-
to put in my mind like the French guy in Emily in Paris.
Who's that?
Oh, pull him up.
I'm picturing Timothy Chalamet.
Oh my gosh, he's so cute.
So you'd rather like let's see what he looks like first. Emily in Paris, French
him,
guy.
Lucas Bravo,
Can we get like a full body shot?
full body.
Full body shot. Lucas Bravo. This. All right. Well, hey, I mean, I get it.
Well, I just watched the movie Ticket to Paradise with Julia.
Childs.
No, wait. Wait, what's her name?
I can't do it. Julia Childs.
No.
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Julia. Pretty woman. Julia.
Oh, Julia Roberts. That's
Thank
what
you.
Kirsten just said.
Okay. Is that what you said? Yeah. Okay, well, I just watched it, and he's in it, and he's fabulous. And so I started watching Emily in Paris.
He's got to be 25 years younger than Julia Roberts.
Yeah, he's 32,
And she's still getting it?
and he plays her boyfriend.
Wow.
I
I like
know.
that. That's like reverse Hollywood. Usually it's like Jack Nicholson's fucking Helen
Yeah,
Hunt. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Something like
I mean, look at him.
All right. Well,
Okay. We can go back to
what
looking
sign
at
do you
the...
think he is?
I don't know. I think Pisces. He's sensitive.
Let's find out.
Okay.
Let's find out if is he from Indiana?
Oh, no, he's from France.
Oh, he's from
Oh,
France.
Aries.
Aries.
I
You know
don't
anything about that?
No.
He's an Aries Spears. Well,
Okay, well, anyway, I'm sorry.
I just think there's hypocrisy
He's
in the
equally as good looking as she is good looking, this cheerleader that went on.
No,
to
that I'm saying that's
OnlyFans.
your type though. This man.
Do you see that? Yeah.
That one's what's so special about
Well,
this
look
picture?
at him like jazz hands.
Oh, okay. So just
A little feminine. I like him a little feminine.
it's so interesting because a girl I'm talking to recently, she was like, too feminine. Not this guy, but just we were talking about a different person. It's just weird how girls are different like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
They can't be
I guess-
very feminine.
Wait, what?
Just a little.
What do you mean very?
You don't want them very feminine.
Have you dated a gay guy on accident? You have. You scream. You scream I've dated a gay guy on accident.
A couple.
A couple? And you didn't know going in.
Well, I'm attracted to gay guys.
Who is it?
They put themselves together really well.
Sure.
So if they're in the closet, it's tough.
Have you shoved a couple out?
What does that mean?
Meaning like you dated them and they're like, I gotta just come out.
No. No. They haven't.
So when did you find out they were gay?
They've never come out.
Oh, but they're... Yeah. What was your telltale signs? Sex.
No, I think it's like you can just tell. I grew up dancing, in musical theater,
Mm-hmm.
and I have good gaydar. I think
You're like,
I can just tell.
They also weren't getting erect when we would have intercourse.
That's happened too, yeah.
Miss Justin Chase dated multiple gay men. Well, do you want a cute animal story?
Okay.
I know you love cute animals.
Oh, do I ever? As long as it's a happy ending.
Oh, it's a cute animal story, and it's from Justin M. here.
Okay.
A prison union spokesman says a pigeon carrying a miniature backpack filled with drugs was captured last week in the BC Correctional Institution. John Randall, Pacific Regional President of the Union of Canadian Corrections Officers, said the bird was apprehended at Pacific Institution in Abbotsford, 80 kilometers east of Vancouver. He said a fabric backpack was tied to the pigeon containing crystal methamphetamine. Do we have a picture of the bird with the backpack? Because that's the cute part.
This is the cute animal story.
Yeah, it's a little pigeon with a backpack with crystal meth in it. How adorable.
You're right,
That's
you're right.
adorbs.
That's adorbs.
Like a pigeon with a little backpack on?
Well, I
Yeah,
want to
it's
see
got
the
crystal
backpack.
meth in it. Sure do I. So do I mean.
Sure do I.
Sure do I want
Sure
to see
do
it.
I ever.
Randall said he was told by officers that the gray bird was spotted with its unusual cargo on December 29th in a yard at the facility, and they set up a trap to catch it. An assistant warden at the Pacific Institution confirmed there was a recent interception of contraband.
It's not a backpack. Wait, is that a backpack or
Yeah, it's a little leather backpack on its
Oh,
back.
I thought they cut into its back and opened
They
up.
made a backpack by just slitting a
Oh.
hole into his back, is what you
Oh
thought?
my, yeah.
No, that's a little teensy backpack with crystal meth in. What if it was gumballs?
What happens to the pigeon?
Well, let's find out. Randall said in recent years, prison officers have been on the lookout for drones carrying drugs and other contraband, but it was the first time in his 13 years as a corrections officer he had heard of a live bird being used. Well, we all know that birds aren't real, and they're just drones in general anyway,
Where
right?
were they planning on catching this bird?
You mean the people that were trying to get the drugs?
Mm-hmm.
I believe, maybe there was one of these, some of these prisoners, they're really good with birds, so they go like,
Really?
and the birds will like fly on their shoulder like
Oh,
they're
that's-
fucking Cinderella.
That is cute. So prisoners get good with birds?
Yeah, some of them, they go like, Mike Tyson was really good with pigeons. He would like race them and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and so like, there's a culture, maybe in like impoverished areas where they play with these pigeons, and so like they just know how they work. And pigeons are like, yeah, they just go.
I'll try it.
I don't know how to do it, but they're like,
You don't know how.
it's like a ghetto Disney princess where they have like fucking little
Yeah,
animated birds
yeah.
flying around them. So
Wow. So maybe the bird thought it was supposed to go to this.
well, the bird was. Someone put the little backpack of crystal meth on the bird and was like, go, it was very Game of Thrones. They sent it to like deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently it was intercepted. One guard suggested that they had gone old school with the pigeon instead of the drone because officers increasing awareness of drug smuggling drones, which evidently they were encountering daily. Using a pigeon raised investigative difficulties compared to the drone, said Randall, because the precision of the drone made it easier to pinpoint the intended recipient of the contraband. He said the case was an indication of how creative criminals were becoming in smuggling drugs, which should be a massive concern to everybody.
Uh-oh.
The introduction of drugs into federal prisons is becoming a huge crisis, and the whole goal of prisoners is to rehabilitate and release people. Oh, that's not the goal of fucking jail. They love recidivism in prisons. Don't let them fool you. They're like,
Recidivism.
we want to have rehabilitation. Yeah, okay.
What a good word. So, but the pigeon doesn't get killed.
No, the pigeon they let go. He escaped.
Good.
He will not be tried for the crime.
He doesn't go to court.
No, with his little backpack.
Thank
But he did lose his
The
backpack.
innocent pigeon.
Well, how innocent is it? It delivered the drugs. I mean, come on, Chase.
That it's too.
He could have said no.
No, he couldn't have.
He was an accomplice.
No. I'm glad they let him go. That was the right thing.
How about another animal story?
Okay. Uh-oh. But you know I'm a vegetarian. So nothing about killing them.
Well, this one does die, but it's of old age.
Okay, fine.
You know?
Okay.
After a life of sniffing out criminals, the retired porn-sniffing dog
Oh.
called URL, his name was URL.
Okay.
He died back on December 30th, R.I.P. Weber County Sheriff's Office's URL was the fourth dog in the country to be certified and trained as an electronic storage detention canine. This coming, by the way, to us from Luke Rutz. You can send in your stories, joshpottershow@gmail.com. Detective Cameron Hartman and the canine completed more than 200 search warrants where they obtained digital evidence for cases that most often involved child sexual exploitation materials.
What? He could sniff that out? I mean, I'm just confused.
Right?
What?
I mean, I think we should maybe have arrested this dog.
I've never heard
The dog's
of
a pedophile.
dog.
It's like, yeah, there's kitty porn in here.
This is shocking.
The list of remarkable finds for the canine include a USB drive disguised as a key on a key ring full of keys. Okay. I mean, I could have figured that one out. I could have figured that one out without sniffing it. A micro SD card in a closed baby food jar, and a small pencil box full of other items that was inside a large cedar chest. They're just like giving this guy's resume right now. Also, an SD card high on a shelf. So he's like, there's kitty porn up there. And they're like, oh, lo and behold.
that?
How did he know it just wasn't like an SD card full of like...
Oh, so
bootleg
he's
DVDs.
trained to smell digital
files?
files.
I don't know. Child porn is what I understand. Because it's not like he's sniffing out SD cards that have like the Josh Potter show on them. He comes in here, he's not sniffing those. He's like, nope, no kitty porn on those. The almost 8-year-old police dog recovered dozens of critical pieces of digital evidence that otherwise would have been overlooked. URL also provided emotional support to officers working in the stressful realm of child exploitation and to the children who were scared during the search warrant. So he'd be like, there's kitty porn here. And then he'd also like let the guys who found the kitty porn like, oh my God, I have to look at this. And then they'd pet
But
the dog.
maybe he thinks it's kitty cats.
Okay. That's why he's so adamant about it. There's cats in here.
You might make him excited. You know what I mean?
I think he's getting excited for other reasons. Arrest this dog.
Okay.
It's a fucking menace. His unique skill set led to the nickname as the porn-sniffing dog. Yeah, that's a great nickname.
And he looks so cute.
There he is. The old... That's like a cartoon comes out of him. They're like, the porn-sniffing dog. URL. He's the porn-sniffing dog.
Oh, because URL.
Yeah, like... yeah.
Well, the whole time I'm like, what an odd name. But I get it now.
Yeah, URL like a...
Like a URL.
Yeah, like a link, a hyperlink
Yeah.
to some kitty porn. I'm glad they didn't name him something else like like kitty porn or
Right.
something like that. There he is. Child pornography, that's a dog's name. URL was living with Hartman after retiring from police service in January last year. URL started out as a pound puppy, moving between shelters and foster homes, and initially being deemed untrainable, loud, not good on a leash, and a biter. So this is like when a gang member becomes a cop.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like when the gang member has like, he's reformed and he's like, I used to be just like you. And then he's like a cop, you know?
I want to know what you guys are laughing about back there.
You can tell.
It's just the fact that later on in this article it says that our buddy URL here was actually interviewed by Terry Crews, and he was on the show Cops at one time.
Oh, that's very exactly what we were talking about.
Terry Crews is like, so, I'm here with a dog. Tell me about all the kitty porn you found. What a privilege it was to serve alongside you, Hartman wrote to URL. URL, my heart is broken and still filled with so many memories and emotions. Like finding the kitty porn, like memories. Hilarious.
Do you think?
I don't want to think about those memories.
I just don't know if the dog, just like the pigeon, it's this innocent thing. It doesn't know what it's doing.
Evidently.
The poor thing.
It knew.
Ugh, well,
It
that's
knew.
really sad.
Well,
sad ending.
R.I.P. to URL. He lived a full life and obviously one of service,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
So we can't be too sad.
Yeah, he lived a good life.
Yeah. And the pigeon lived,
Yeah.
and he's got a cute backpack.
Yeah.
It just so happens to have crystal meth in it. I want to make a little backpack for weed for the pigeons.
That'd be cute.
It would be cute. Please do tell all the roaches out there where they can find you and where you're going to be.
I'm going to be at your show on Friday
Yes.
at the Nightcap. And Instagram is Chase_O'Donnell, and keep a lookout for my comedy special coming out February 9th.
That's right, baby. Exactly 1 month away.
Woohoo!
And my Instagram is at Josh_Potter. My Twitter's at J_Potter. There you'll find links to buy tickets for the big show Friday night. Annie Letterman, Chase O'Donnell, Sarah Weinshank, Hormoz Rashidi, Lulu Jojovic, maybe some more. Pleased to be coming
How
out.
fun.
It's going to be an epic show, and there's not that many tickets left, so pleased to be buying them. Burbank, California at the Nightcap, Friday nights. Other than that, joshpottershow at gmail.com. Please send in your articles the way Luke Rutz did. Justin M. coming out of the gate hot, trying to get a repeat Roachy. So many others. Thank you so much for submitting your articles and your videos, and also your music the way Griff Parker did as well. Chase, I love you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Roachy Award for Best Guest of the Year.
Oh
Now
my
the newly dubbed Chase O'Donnell Award.
Thank you so much.
And we can't wait to have you back. We'll have you back around April. So we
Around
can see
April.
If
I'll let you know what happens.
Dan from Indiana came by.
Jeff,
my bad, yeah. But other than that, folks, I hope we see you next Tuesday right here on the Josh Potter Show. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Hooray!
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
People love the district.